Hey guys, it's Matt, and four wheels might move the body, but two wheels move the soul. And this video is the top accessories that every beginner rider needs. Let's just get into it. The number one thing you need is tank grips. I didn't realize how much you needed these until I started riding with them, and I'd say they make riding about 50% easier. Because what you want to do is, especially when you first start riding, you want to put all your, from what I've researched, you want to put all your weight on the pegs and you want to grip the tank. And then, so you're engaging your core rather than moving the handlebars. You don't want all your weight on the handlebars. You want to be light on the handlebars. You want to grip that tank, and you really want the bike and your body to be one. And these tank grips really help. Now, I don't think that I got ones that were specifically for 650, but they say Ninja, they're green, so people can see my bike better at night if I'm parked on the side of the road or something. And they just work good. You know, they're cheap. It's a cheap bike. I'm not worried about it. They make clear ones. They make all kind of ones that are customized to your bike. But definitely just get some. I might get some up here for my knee also. This goes around your inner thigh. And like I said, bike really turns into an extension of your body when you add these. This is by far the number one thing that you need. Number two thing that you need is frame sliders. Now these are ugly, but they're a lot uglier, better looking than a scratched up bike. As you can see, I bought bike scratched up because I knew when I first got a bike, I knew I was going to lay it down, let's just be honest. Haven't yet, but got it there just in case. And research different ones. These ones that stick out a lot are generally for low speed crashes or parking lot or whatever, because apparently if you slide this off into the dirt or something soft ground and this will catch, your bike might actually tumble, do a lot more damage to your tank, and risk totaling out your bike. But that'll keep your body work from getting harmed, your handlebars, and you don't want your bar ends falling off or anything, or whatever, when you're in a low speed crash. And chances are you're probably going to do that. Not a crash, but you're at least going to lay down the bike most likely. So get some frame sliders, do some research, get ones that are made for your bike, and they have two different kinds. This is a no cut, so I didn't have to cut any of my body work. The way I look at it is, if you have to cut your body work to save your body work, then what's the point? So I got a no cut kit, but they make cut kits that might look a little bit cleaner, might fit your needs. So look into it. All right, so the next accessory that you're going to want, it's not necessary, but it definitely comes in handy. And that's a nice big backpack. I'm still experimenting. I knew I wanted to go on long trips, so I got one that was a little bit too big. It sets down on the seat when I lean back, or when I lean forward, it's on my back. But it also has straps across the middle and around the waist if I wanted to connect the two straps here. It's got a bunch of different compartments, and the biggest sell-in feature is obviously the color on this one. So go out and get yourself a nice backpack. You might have to go through a couple to get the one you want, but that'll definitely come in handy. Just throw a couple things in here if you only have saddlebags. Even if you have saddlebags, it'll just be nice to have one of these. Just keep handy if you need to go on a longer trip, or you need to go to the grocery store or something in your bike. And that leads me on to the next one. As you can see, I put reflectors on here. These are sticky reflectors, but I had to put safety pins in order to make them stick. But the whole idea here, you see I got the green in my helmet. I wasn't thinking about being conspicuous and being seen, as they say. When I bought my gear, all my gear is black. And I thought, oh my God, nobody's going to be able to see me. So I ended up getting this. When I got a backpack, I wanted to get one highlighter yellow and put reflectors on it. Now there's a couple other places I kind of went crazy with the reflectors. You might want to put some on your bike. I got some on the mirror here. Hope you can see that. And I kind of wanted it to follow the body line so that you can't really see it unless it's at night and the car is coming at you. So I kind of like that. I added some here. I don't know if you can see it there. And on the Japanese diving board, as they say, the rear fender. And I think that really helps me be seen, especially at night. And the idea is, I wanted it to reflect all the lights on the bike. So the ones here kind of reflect the turn signals. The one, the Japanese diving board, the rear fender, it's right underneath the brake light, so it reflects my brake light. Kind of makes the brake light look bigger. So those are some good accessories. Now number 5 is something you wouldn't really think of as an accessory on your bike, but it'll definitely come in handy. Now underneath the seat here, Kawasaki actually gives you a pretty comprehensive set of tools. Compact tools, they're flat, they're lightweight. They come with everything you need to adjust your chain, Phillips and flathead screwdriver, and an Allen wrench to get all the body bolts. It doesn't have all the Allen wrenches, so I carry some spares so I can get to all the Allen wrenches. You got Phillips screws here. And as you work on your bike, even if you don't work on your bike, just look it over and see if something doesn't look right. I noticed the chain was a little bit off. It ended up being 2.5 inches of slack. It's supposed to be 1 inch, so I tightened it. And the other thing too is, you don't want to just become familiar with the bike, you want to become familiar with the tools that you carry. And not just tools, I carry spare fuses, spare wire, butt connectors, connections, a handful of wiring things too, just in case there's a wire chafed or a blown fuse. Something small like that can keep you stranded out in the middle of nowhere with no cell phone signal. So the thing about a bike is you got to balance everything. You just throw your big bag of tools in your truck, but you end up needing to compromise between what you need, tools you need, and weight and space. So try to get a real comprehensive set of tools that you need specifically for different fasteners on your bike, and just think about what's the most common ways that my bike could break down. Try to get a handful of things to keep you from being stuck on the side of the road. No fun. We want to keep riding. We want to have fun. There's the 5 accessories that I think every beginner rider should have.